Namo. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking or in my way of life. We've been reading Beginning Our Day, Volume 2 by the monastics of Abhayagiri Monastery for our Dharma lessons. And today we're reading Self-Effacement by Ajahn Dhamma. Developing insight around the aspect of anatta, not self, is often understood to arise from a sudden insight, awakening, or penetration that results from the culmination of earnestly practicing samatha and vipassana, concentration, and insight. In a sense, there's truth to that. A deep and penetrating insight does come through investigation. But there's a slow, gradual process that can also lead to this insight of not self. The word that describes this slower process best is self-effacement, a gradual thinning or wearing away of the self-making process, this sense of me and mine, and the ownership and identity around all the things we usually identify with. The process of self-effacement is a progressive and steady process, a whittling away over time through various practices, not only with the practice of meditation and development of insight around the three characteristics, suffering, impermanence, and not self, but also with everything we do as a part of a community training. Many of the things that we incorporate into our daily lives and daily practices are ways of increasing this kind of self-effacement, this gradual diminishing of our sense of identity. It's a process that can take many, many years. Dhamma practice and training, particularly in the monastic form, is a long-term endeavor. There are many ways that our structures and community life help support self-effacement. For example, the practice of generosity is an external way of reducing the sense of self-importance. We give of ourselves by offering our time and support to each other, and by making an effort in how we communicate with one another. We are also generous with the work duties we take on and how we contribute around the monastery. Little by little, if done sincerely, it's all a part of the self-effacing process. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo. Thanks so much for joining me today.